Okay, so a quick introduction to the class. Today's class is core flow, where we do a lot of things for the center of our body, basically our abdominal area, back, glutes, and our quadriceps. So this is going to be a strengthening class. At the same time, it's going to reduce all the excess fat or any kind of loose skin or anything if you have on that area. It's going to tone it up. It's not just about losing weight. Toning is not just about losing weight. It's about tightening of your body. It's about making your muscles a little more stronger and toned. So this class is going to be absolutely about that. And for women, it's absolutely important to have a strong core. More than men, we do need strong core because we have a lot of things to do over there. So we have our ovaries here, and also digestive system has a lot to do with core flow. It improves your digestion and strengthens your ovaries, which then keeps you free from all the disorders nowadays that's happening because of maybe misbalancing of your diet or something like that. So it's very important to have a strong core for women, and for men too, of course. They do have it, but then they can increase the strength of their core with this flow. And also, keeping a strong back is equally important as keeping it flexible. Keeping a flexible back will help you look younger, will help you to go through a lot of things in your practice, but then keeping it strong will make your back so strong that you will, at some age, when we are in 40s or 35 or more than that, we do get a lot of pain in our lower back when we stand for a longer time, sit for a longer time. So if you are someone who has that pain, so this class is also going to work on that. But yes, if you have any problem over there, if you have slip disc or any kind of back related injuries, if you have been through, please don't put extra pressure. I'll be suggesting you the alternate that you can do. Instead of putting like all the pressure on the back, I'll be telling you how you can reduce it so that you can do, obviously. So yeah, I think we are good to start. Just keep a water bottle and some napkin with you so that you can stay hydrated and fresh. I'm already sweating. It's so hot and humid here. So yeah, let's get started. Sit on your mats. Keep your back straight, hands on your knees in Chin Mudra, and close your eyes gently. Take a deep inhale and exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Now this time, take a deep inhale and hold your breath in. Open your mouth and exhale. One more time, take a deep inhale and hold your breath in. Open your mouth and exhale. Relax your shoulders and neck. Relax your mind and body, prepare it for the practice. And we are going to start our class with one Omkara chant. Inhale deeply. Feel the vibrations of Omkara chants and rub your palms, make it warm. Cup your eyes, feel the warmth, open your eyes and look at the palms. Okay everyone, so we are going to start with some stretches. It's important that whatever sequence you do, how much strengthening it is or balancing or whatever it is, but you always want to start your practice with some stretching so your muscles are nicely stretched and are free from getting injured throughout the class. So we'll be starting with some stretches. Sit with the spine straight. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms out and stretch your body up. Lengthen your spine, keep your elbows straight, shoulders back of the ear. and breathe here. 5, 4, 3, 2 and on 1. From here only you want to bend towards your left, keeping your right hip grounded. You don't want to lift it up. And breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Inhale and exhale towards your right, keeping your left hip grounded. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Inhale up and exhale, palms on your knees. You want to keep your cross-legged position a little wider. Resting your palms on the knees. Inhale, lift your heart up. Pull your lower back in and look up, making a nice shape of a seated cow. And as you exhale, you want to pull your navel in, roll your shoulders forward, hunch your back chin to the chest. Inhale and lift up. Open your heart, look up. Exhale and hunch. Inhale and up. Exhale and hunch. Amazing. Inhale, last one time, up. Exhale and hunch. And relax. Come to your neutral spine. Amazing. So now that we are done with almost stretches, just last one of twisting is important. Okay, so I've already mentioned that there are 7 stretches, which is 6 plus 1. Okay, one is upward stretch and the remaining 6 are sides, twist and back and forth. That we have done 4, remaining 2 we are going to do now. It's very important that whatever form you are doing, whatever workout you are doing, it's very important that you do these 7 stretches for your body. It's very important to keep yourself injury free, because a lot of people are there who get injured during their workout while doing something, maybe stretching, maybe strengthening, maybe balancing or whatever. They get injured and then no doctor in the world can help you with it if it's serious, and especially for yoga. So yoga can cure all the things, but the thing which is gone wrong with yoga cannot be cured by anything. That's something that I've experienced throughout my experience. How many years I've been working for, I don't remember, but then yeah, it's something. So you want to make sure that you do these 7 stretches and keep yourself free from any kind of injury. Okay, so we'll be doing the twisting now. So you want to rest your right palm back beside your sit bone, stay high on the fingertips, and then use your left hand to hold the right knee and twist. Open your heart and shoulder, look over your right shoulder. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Inhale and exhale. Switch, right hand on the left knee, left goes back and twist. Look over your left shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Inhale, center, palms on your knees. You just want to deeply inhale and exhale. Let's relax here. Now we are moving on to our core exercises. So firstly, you want to come to your all fours. Let's start with activating your core first. So you want to make sure that your shoulders and wrists are aligned, knees and hips are aligned. I'm going a little slow so you can actually feel what you're doing. So curl your toes in and push with the shoulders up. This way. So you see, if my shoulders are relaxed, it's here. If you push it up, then it becomes the shape something like this. Then you want to curl it and bring the tailbone under, lifting your head back completely up. Now once you shift all your weight onto the palms, you want to lift your knees and inch off the floor and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Drop it down and relax. Deeply inhale and exhale. I'm sure you must have got that activation of your core if you have done it correctly. That's why I take so much of time to explain each and everything, so you can actually feel what you should be feeling. Okay, so let's do it one more time with half counting. So I'll be counting for 5 and you want to hold it. Again, I'll be explaining. Firstly, you want to send your tailbone under. So this way it's out. And if I send it under, the lower back comes up. Then I'm going to press up with my shoulders, so now you can see my back is absolutely rounded. Now lift your knees up and inch and hold for 5 counts. 5, keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale down and just relax your arms. Sit back into your child's pose. It's a very small pose. It was the cat and cow was like this tabletop is very small, but then if you do it with correct muscle contraction and expansion, it works amazingly to activate your core. Alright, so now place your palms and come back to your all fours. Now stretch your right leg back, keeping it aligned with the body, neither high nor too low. Curl your left toes in. Stretch your left arm forward. Keep looking forward and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palm down, knee down. Let's switch side. Okay, so this is to activate the sides of your abdominal muscles. So switching side, you want to stretch your left leg back and right arm forward. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palm down and knee down. Deeply inhale and exhale. Now you want to lift your, I'll be showing you the left side first so you can follow along to the left side. So stretch your left leg back. I'll have to move a little forward. So stretch your left leg back, keeping it aligned with the body. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bring it to the side at 90 degree. So see this way. First it's back, and then when I take it to the side, you can see the height. Don't keep it here, otherwise you won't feel that deep pressure. You want to make sure that it comes in a line, but if it's not coming, then it's okay to keep it here. Keep the toes flexed. That's something very, very important. Keep it flexed, not pointed. So we'll be doing this 5 times for the side. So stay in your tabletop. Stretch the left leg back. Inhale, exhale. 1. Inhale, exhale. 2. Inhale, exhale. 3. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale and exhale. 5. Come back and relax. So do you feel it on the sides and on the right side of the hip? It's really amazing to strengthen the sides of your body. So now we'll be doing the same thing on the other side. So I'll have to turn because I don't have space that side. So now we'll be doing the same thing. So stretch the right leg back. Left toes flexed. Inhale, keeping the toes flexed. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. And come back. Drop the knee and relax. Now just feel the sides of your body. Burning sensations over there. Deeply inhale and exhale. Now just open your knees wider on the shorter edges of the mat. And then keeping your heel aligned to the hip. Then push your hips back and relax into extended child's pose. Relax yourself completely. Inhale and exhale. Now come back up. Lift your knees and come into your downward facing dog. Deeply inhale and exhale. Now from here you want to shift your weight slightly forward onto your plank. And then drop the right knee down. Okay, don't drop it, but then just bring it as close as you can to the mat. Once the right knee goes down, you want to pull back with the left heel, so you get a very deep stretch on the left hamstring and the calf. Inhale, exhale, left down, pull back the right heel. Inhale, right, pull back the left heel. Left knee, pull back the right heel. Keep going. 1, 2, keep looking between the palm. 3, keep going, don't stop. So this is working on both your core and stretching your hamstring. This is a multi-purpose stretch that you can do. So keep doing it and then relax. Push back again into your down dog. Deeply inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Alright, so now what you're going to do is, from your down dog, just have a look first and then follow along.
So from your down dog, keeping your head in, chin to the chest, you wanna just shift your weight forward towards the palms. Come into your plank and look forward. And exhale, lift your hips up, rest your heels down into your down dog. So this is again amazing to strengthen your arms, your core, and at the same time going to be extra stretchy for the legs. So this is everything that you need. I'll be just wiping off my sweat. It's dropping on my mat. Okay, so we'll be doing that for 5 times. Trust me, 5 times is more than enough. Okay, so go slow. Make sure the slower you go, the more you feel. You know how it's activating, how it's working on your body, and be mindful of what you're doing. So come into your down dog, heels down. First shift your weight, lift your heels up, head in, and shift your weight forward into the plank. Shoulders should be pressed up. Exhale, lift your hips. Push yourself back into down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale here. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, down dog. 3 more. Inhale. Forward. Exhale. Back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One last time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And drop the knees and sit back into your child's pose. Let your arms relax. Let your belly relax. Deeply inhale and exhale. Just feel how your core is feeling, how your arms are feeling. Deeply inhale and exhale. Just you can even relax your arms on the sides. Just save some energy for the upcoming asanas. And now again stretch your arms forward, lift your knees and come back into your down dog. Now you want to, from the down dog, stretch the right leg up as high as you can. Then bend the knee and bring it to the knee. Sorry, bring it to the elbow. So inhale, back, keeping the heel to the hip, forward to the elbow. Okay, so my leg is quite lifted, you can see. Inhale and up. Exhale and forward. Don't open your hip to one side. Keep your legs square when you're stretching up. Inhale up. Exhale forward. One more. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Amazing. Now drop your legs, heels on the mat for down dog. And let's switch sides. You're going to do the same thing with the left. So keep going. Stretch your left leg up. Leg square to the mat. Exhale and forward, knee to the elbow. Go slow, guys. I always ask people to go slow so they can feel more, they can work on themselves a little more. So inhale back and exhale forward. Keep going. Inhale back, exhale forward. Go with my instructions, you'll be a little slow. Inhale back, exhale forward. 2 more. Inhale back, exhale forward. One last time. Inhale back and exhale forward. And relaxing your down dog. Now you can even drop your knees and sit into your child's pose to relax your arms and your core. Deeply inhale and exhale. You can wipe off your sweat, have a sip of water. I have some questions. Let me see if it's something to be answered right now. Keep breathing. Keep breathing deep and long. Okay, great. So now from your down dog, come into your down dog and walk forward on the top of your mat. Slowly forward, arms beside your feet. Deeply inhale and exhale. Stay here for a couple of breaths for your body to relax. And then slowly with lifting your back, come up into your standing pose. Deeply inhale and exhale. So I'm getting a lot of pressure on my shoulders and arms and the core. So I'm going to release it with some twisting. So arms here, twist a little bit, side to side. Deep inhale and exhale and relax. Now we'll be doing 2 Surya Namaskaras. So Ashtanga Surya Namaskaras we'll do, that is going to help you a lot with strengthening. So inhale, stretch your arms up, look up, exhale and fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale up into your Uttanasana B, look up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop back, coming into Chaturanga. If you cannot go directly into Chaturanga, you can drop your knees. Now inhale, release your toes, coming into Urdhva Mukha. Exhale into Adho Mukha. Heels down, push yourself in slightly towards the heels. Just 2 breaths here, deep and long Ujjayi breaths. Now inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop forward. Look up halfway. Exhale, go down halfway, or you can go all the way. Inhale, arms up, look where your thumbs meet. And exhale, back to Samasthiti. We'll be doing one more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga or baby Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Toes release, look up. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Heels down, deeply inhale and exhale through your throat, Ujjayi breath. Bend your knees, step or hop forward, look up halfway. Exhale, down completely. Inhale, arms up, look where your thumbs meet. And exhale, back to Samasthiti. And you want to lie down on the back. Just wipe off your sweat and lie down on the back. Some extra things for the core we'll be doing now. So just lie down, legs stretched in front. Alright, so now you'll be bending both the knees together, keeping them hips width apart. You can either hold your ankles or you can rest your palms even down this way. So as you inhale, you want to lift your pelvic up and lift it high as much as you can. Exhale and down. Go slow in this one. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. 2 more. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. One last time. Inhale and up. Go slow. Exhale and down. And relax. Now stretch your legs forward. Deeply inhale and exhale. Okay. So now this one is, the next we are going to do is called lying down crow pose. So if you guys have tried crow pose with me, it's a balancing asana. So it's going to be the same, but your back is going to be rested on the floor. Otherwise it's exactly the same, but then it's going to work a lot on the core. So make sure you listen to the instructions very carefully. If you miss even a single instruction, if you don't understand even a single thing, you will not get the pressure on the core, on your back, on your belly. So make sure that you listen each and everything very carefully and follow along. Okay, don't wait for me to do it and then do it. Do it with me. I'll be going really slow. Okay, this is just amazing for all your core. So what you're going to do is bend your knees, alright, and then lift your lower back off the floor and completely push your knees towards the chest. This way. Okay, so now my hips are lifted, my tailbone is lifted, my back is resting, but the knees are pressing into the chest. So if you have done this correct, you must have already getting that pressure that you should be getting. Okay, so make sure all the people like this, you just guys want to lift your hips slightly and come here. So then your shoulders are also going to be kind of lifting up. Once you're here, toes pointed, and stretch your arms up and push your knees even more in towards your chest. Make sure you don't press your knees with the arms. Arms should be apart and facing up. Knees should be completely squeezing into your chest, and then deeply inhale and exhale, or however you can breathe. Get that pressure on the core and hold it for a little longer. 10, 9, 8, 7, completely squeeze your knees into the chest and core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. I've got like so much pressure on the back, on the sides, on the abdomen. Just relax. If you have got the same, then you must have done it correct. If you have not got that pressure, if you're not feeling anything, again we'll do it one more time for you guys to understand the concept, to understand how you go into this pose, because it's an amazing pose. You can even do it every day. It's just a very simple thing. Okay, so just relax for a while, then I'll teach you this again. Deep inhale and exhale. Okay, so bring your feet together and then lift your knees up. Lift your feet up and bring your knees close to the chest. So if your hips are resting, then you can see there's a gap between my knee and my chest. But then if I lift my hips up, which you are supposed to do, so lift your hips up and press your knees into your chest this way. So you are squeezing your core here. Once you lift your tailbone, hips, and you press your knees to the chest, you will feel that your core is already getting a lot of pressure. Okay, once you're here, then keep your toes pointed and stretch your arms up. So this is like doing a crow pose, lying down, exactly like crow pose. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Make sure you stretch your legs forward and don't keep them bent this time, because you have done it twice. If you keep your knees bent, your muscle will be staying there and will give you a very bad pain rest of the day. So make sure you stretch your legs out. Okay, so now to release this pressure that we have got on the back and the abdomen, what we are going to do is sit up, bend your knees, come into Vajrasana. Okay, so sit in Vajrasana first. Go very slow. Drop your one elbow, other elbow, lift your chest and drop the crown of your head down on the mat. Push your knees down towards the floor, keep them together. Then palms on the thighs and hold. 5. Make sure that your crown is dropped and entire back is lifted from the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back and you can stretch your legs forward. Let your belly relax. It's completely relaxed by now, but then a little bit which is left, we'll be doing our back stretches. So bend your right knee and press it into your chest, keeping the left knee absolutely straight. Use your left hand to push the right knee towards the left side. Open your right arm and look over your right shoulder. Deep inhale and exhale. Take your time to relax. Let's do the same thing other side. So bend your left knee, press it into your chest. Use your right hand to push the left knee out towards the right side. Open your left arm and look over your left shoulder. Deeply inhale and exhale. Inhale, center. Bend both the knees together and press them with holding your elbows if you can. If not, then hold your wrist Press them into your chest. This is going to be amazing to release everything on the lower back. Now this one is different from the lying down crow because here your arms are supporting you, okay, and in the other one all the pressure is on the knee, so you cannot really relax but you get the pressure. So you can see the difference which is made just with the support of your arms. And then you want to roll up and down, relax your lower back. Go down, open your arms at shoulder level, both the knees towards right, look towards the left. Inhale center, both the knees towards left, look towards the right. Inhale center, stretch the legs forward, arms beside your thighs and relax into a quick Shavasana. No movement at all. Let your blood flow be regulated in the body. Eyes closed and relax. Completely relax from the toes to the head. Loosen your body completely. Send yourself to the mat. Now slowly start moving your toes and fingers. Stretch your arms back and feet forward. Stretch your body completely and release. Turn towards your right. Keep your right arm under the head and make a pillow of your right arm. Relax here for a couple of breaths. And slowly sit up with cross leg position. Guys, always remember, keep your eyes closed, always remember while you're getting up or sitting up from the lying down position, even if it's early morning when you're getting off your bed, make sure that you never sit up straight. If you're lying down, you never sit up straight. You always want to turn to one side, maybe right or left, that's your choice. But always turn on one side and then sit up, okay? Because then if you sit up directly, it's not good for your back. You can just get that jhatka anytime. So make sure that you don't do it. You always turn and then sit up to keep your spine healthy. So that was a quick tip. Now we'll be doing our Bhramari Pranayam, which is scientifically proven to reduce anxiety, any kind of stress, anything. So much needed for the situation we all are into. So let's do 3 chants of Bhramari. How to do that? With both the thumbs, you want to close your ears so that this part is closing in, so you cannot hear anything. Then index finger you want to keep on the forehead. Middle finger closes the eyes without putting pressure. Don't put pressure, just close them. Ring finger stays on the nose while not pushing your nostrils a lot, but then lightly press. And the little finger will always follow the ring one. So this is how your position will look like. This is the mudra of your hand you're keeping on the face. So the entire idea of doing this hand mudra is to close almost all the sense organ except for the skin. Closing all the sense organ, which gives you the information from the outer world. So you are kind of cutting down the connection with the outer world to yourself, and with closing all the sense organs, all the 4 sense organs, You are only going within yourself and you are feeling the vibration happening in yourself, within yourself. So this is a quick trip within you, and it cuts your connection from the outer world. So that's when you get those vibrations, you feel those vibrations, and you feel really relaxed, and your neurons get activated. It's very scientifically done. So your neurons get activated and you feel so relaxed and refreshed. Do it with me and do it with your own pace. You don't have to listen to my instructions, just do it with your own pace. Do it for 3 times, longer, louder. So close all these organs and sense organs, and then inhale and make a sound of a humming bee. Very long. So we'll be doing it thrice. Inhale. Just take your time to observe the vibration in your body. Just feel yourself. You must be feeling so different and so relaxed. Just take a moment to observe this thing and to enjoy this silence, enjoy this relaxation and peace. Now with deep breaths, rub your palms, make it warm, and cup your eyes. Feel that warmth on the eyes, and slowly bring your palms front, open your eyes and look at the palms. Thank you so much everyone for joining me.